out to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Connect the dots straight to the start of intoxicating want. Flicker and touch these soft words whispered in the dark. Set my heart on fire.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the SLE. I am Dread, and I'm here with Sanix, and today we have the playoffs runtime versus Jalapenos. Sanix,
Yeah,
welcome.
yeah. Hello. Great to be here. Thanks for having me. Obviously, it's been a while since I casted, but yeah, it's always time to come back, and what a better time to come back to this game. Two Div 2 teams, both already played one series in playoffs, and I think it's this series has potential to be an explosive one. From the get-go.
Yeah, exactly. And as you can see, runtime versus Jalapenos is game number. Is that game number 4? You can see there on the right side at the bottom bracket. That means the team that loses this best of 3 will be out of the Supreme League Europe. So,
Yeah, I mean, it is a loser's bracket, right? They're in there. Runtime lost in the upper bracket against Gucci Gaming last time round, and Jalapeons won against CCG. So I think Jalapeons is the underdog going into this series. But last time round, we've seen some interesting game concepts from them, and I'm kind of hoping they bring it back today. It's refreshing to see in league.
yeah, let's just go a bit back for runtime. They played in game 1 in the top bracket against Gucci Gaming, but sadly couldn't bring the game home after runtime won game number 1. But Gucci Gaming took game number 2 and game number 3, making sure Gucci Gaming can go to game number 5 in the top bracket. Meanwhile, yeah, Jalapeons won versus Curtain Call Gaming last week, also a 2-1. So we have a lot of expectations here, but what I see on my second screen is that we have the draft. So
Yeah,
let's have a
that
look.
is true. Yeah, I mean, we see Jalapeno starting off with the Viego ban. Obviously, Runtime got to choose the side they start on as they were higher seed in the regular split. So
Mm-hmm.
Runtime chose red side, leaving Jalapeons on blue side. And obviously, the loser of this game will get to choose the side for the next game. But anyways, we see Jalapeons banning off Viego, which is all around a generally strong pick, but it does require you to understand a lot of the champs in games and how to use the possesses. And Runtime, on the other hand, banning the Akshan, which is a really annoying champion to play against, especially with all those revives. So we are seeing some bans that wouldn't, usually be banned in like the highest level of comp play, especially Kiana. It's not like that meta, but we're in
True.
obviously like a lower plat to gold elo here, and Kiana is a champ that if she can get like really insane flanks and really good angles and do a lot of damage, especially with her invisibility, and it's a real annoyance to play against.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said, it is not the highest elo. It is not pro league. It is the SLE with gold and plat, and we actually love it. And what I just checked is that both teams actually have a Diamond 3 player on their team.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't actually see who's exactly playing in both teams, but uh, yeah, yeah, both teams have a diamond player. So when you have a diamond player and a couple of gold players, there's this like kind of skill disparity in the team itself, and sometimes there's a bit of dissonance with the team, with like what's exactly happening, and that sometimes gets really interesting, right? Because the person that's higher rank has like his own ideas of how the game gets played, and if he's not really good at communicating them, it could get interesting. And Jalapeons, you're having Zaya, which I would be guessing would be Lethality
Ooh,
Zaya. It's a really strong pick at the moment right now, and they just go for their first pick now. The thing
exactly.
with Lethality Zaya, it's a safe pick, right? The lane, you're kind of gonna chill out. She comes online on 3 items: Eclipse, Manamune, and uh, what's the blue one called? Cyrilda's? Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
kind of when she comes online. And it's a safe pick, I wouldn't necessarily say it's B1 pickable, but as we said, it's gold to plat, so it has the potential. And obviously, runtime responding with the Rakan, we both know how good Zaya Rakan can be.
Yeah, you
Uh,
just don't want to give jalapenos the Zaya Rakan. That is just, yeah, it's not smartest thing. So picking up the gun really good by runtime, but what will they follow up with? Will they go for an ADC?
Yeah, could go an ADC, and this is Wukong. And now I
Oh,
think this is Wukong jungle. Wukong got a bit of a change. His W can go through walls now, so he has the terrain scaling. His clear still isn't the fastest, but I have seen Wukong jungles pop off now, and it is a fun pick to play. Wukong has always been kind of a fun champion. You've got a lot of mobility, the invisibility, the chance for jukes. So it is an interesting pick to see. I think it brings a lot of fun to the game,
yeah. Let me
and
tell you a fun fact. Wukong was the first champion I ever played.
Whoa, okay. For me, it was I think Ash, and I built 6 Giants belts because I thought health is the strongest thing in the game, and I didn't know you can build items. So I was just waiting for Giants belt because it was the most gold efficient for the health I got. But anyways, back to topic.
Yeah, true.
Jalapeno's picking up the Rel and the Sejuani, so we already see this high
Oh,
engage, really tanky comp. Uh,
then
so
I expect some hard duelists on the top lane for Jalapeons. And
yeah,
can we see another Ivern in mid? They have done it before.
I wouldn't be the biggest fan of Ivern here. I think if you actually pick up something like a Gwen, who's not the strongest champion in the meta right now, and maybe even a Yasuo, it's out there, but you get the 2 millies to stack the E stacks in Sejuani, it will be good, as they do need a bit more damage, a bit more dueling damage.
Ah,
I
there
don't
you
think
go.
Ivern,
The Ash.
yeah, the Ashe slows down the rail, slows down Sejuani, all the approach, it really does, and it enables, you get that ult, you can just charge up the ult and you just follow up with Rakan Wukong, and you can really make those picks off. So again, it's a good pick, it's not
Mm-hmm.
something we usually see, but I really like the way these drafts are going from both sides.
Yeah, but
Both
I
teams
feel like
opting
for
for some
runtime,
engage.
I feel like for runtime they are lacking a bit damage at the moment. Like Wukong is good at damage, but Ash, yeah, she has a lot of utility, but she doesn't really do damage, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, both sides are kind of lacking in damage at the moment. What this is showing is that this game is gonna be team fights. It's team fight after team fight after team fight. The ults are gonna be coming in, and when ults are gonna be on cooldown, I don't expect to see any fighting at all. But when they're not, I think it's just gonna be the moment you see someone on the map, you're going in. There's no stopping.
Mm-hmm.
It's six gear all the time, or it's either neutral. It's both one of those two. Anyway, second ban phase, we see Ornn getting banned for from the side of
Ooh,
Jalapeons.
smart choice.
Yeah, we know that Ornn can be played as a variety of builds: assassin, tank, ADC. It works. It works.
Yeah,
It
but
deals so much
especially
damage.
if you want to go team fighting and you get the Ornn, you have a big advantage there. So yeah,
100%. And what it does, it also scales your team with the ornaments. So
true, true.
it's a
But
good all around.
you need to be level 14 for that, and yeah, that is counterable by just going zigs and break towers, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
hey, who
I guess you
versus?
could. I guess you could do that. Anyway, we see Kennen and Fiora getting banned from the side of runtime. Fiora is a champion that's generally pretty good into tanks, so I think runtime is thinking about picking up a tank here because Fiora is she does the true damage, she has the healing, so they could be looking for tank and Volibear getting picked up here now. Well, this is it's not locked in yet, but I think it probably will be. Um, the thing with Volibear, it's a good pick, and it could be a flex top or jungle. I think Runtime and Jalapeons are both teams that are not afraid to flex these picks into solo lanes. So if we see a Volibear top and a Wukong jungle, I would be pretty happy to see because so far, if you saw this, you were like Wukong is going top 100%. There's no way he's gonna go jungle because it's not as efficient, but now it could. And here we see
Oh,
the Gwen top potentially getting picked for Jalapeons.
we have seen it before on Jalapenos.
Yeah,
And
so
can we
Gwen.
get some info out of that? Like, which game was it? No, yeah, right here, right here. They actually lost that game where
Yeah,
Trench went on the Gwen.
yeah, and that was against CCG. So just a few days ago, and the thing is, Gwen was nerfed, and they pick up the Ivern as well. So they do opt for their Ivern mid here, and runtime responds with the Cassid and almost insta lock. So this is
Yeah, and the Iron mid that game versus CCG they won. And
yeah.
the Iron was
Now
kind of pivotal there.
what I like here is because Gwen and Sejuani is all around a pretty good combo, right? Gwen got nerfed last time round. I think she got a small buff this patch. Let
Mm-hmm.
me check real quick. Yeah, she got a small buff this patch, which I don't think it's too much, especially on her E, because her E range got reduced. But they kind of increased the refreshment she gets on her cooldown on her E, and they decreased her ult cooldown, which I think her ult cooldown buff is actually really good for her, and she pairs really well with Sejuani. And what Ivern wants in his team is kind of to have a hyper carry. So you know, it's pretty good. I like the draft Jalapeons opted for. I'm kind of scared that if Gwen gets bursted down, they will be lacking out damage because they do only have the Sejuani and Zaya. We know that tanks are kind of strong in the game, so there could be that. But on the other side, we have the Ash arrow that can just be followed up by Volibear, Rakan, Wukong. There's a lot of follow up onto that
Mm-hmm.
arrow that can open the options into a team fight, especially if the arrow hits a quality target like a Gwen or Zaya, and they don't, both Gwen and Zaya can react, right? Gwen has her shroud, Zaya has her ult, so there is options for them to get out of that Ash arrow. But
Yeah, but one of
if
the
the follow
most
up is there,
dangerous things, one of the most dangerous things is the Cassidin jumping onto the Zaya.
hmm
If that happens and the Zaya gets bursted, where is the damage for the Jalapeons?
yeah, I mean then it's all on Gwen, right? It's all on Gwen and Zaya, and the thing I kind of dislike about Jalapeon's draft is Gwen wants to go in and kind of play fast and be in the face of runtime, whilst Zaya kind of want to stay back and play it slow, like poke
Mm-hmm.
out, throw those feathers, and get it back. Unless we're gonna see a version of Lethal Tempo Zaya, which is really not meta right now. We don't see it a lot, but it would be interesting to see it. I
Yeah,
wouldn't mind seeing it.
like just go back to the traditional build. Even go press the attack or something else like Lethal Tempo was bad a couple of patches ago when it got reworked. But yeah, press the attack Zaya was a thing back then.
But if I was to give a team an edge here, I think I would still be leaning on the side of runtime, because if you don't time, it comes down on the reaction, right? If you go to contest vision and you kind of play with fog of war, Ash gets enabled with the pick potential, and with the
Shall
amount
we
of follow up.
shall we ask what the Twitch chat thinks?
Oh yeah, sure, sure.
Okay, Twitch
Uh,
chat, this is for you. Who do you think will win game number one? Will it be Jalapenos? Or will it be runtime? I will set up prediction right now. So make sure you use your channel points for it, so you can win a lot of points. You have 5 minutes to predict.
see, as a caster, I have to be completely unbiased, but I'm not gonna say who I think is gonna win, but I do have a slight feeling of who might win.
Ooh, yeah, there has been talk in the Discord about a certain 2-0, but ooh, I don't know. I don't know it's going to be a 2-0. I hope it's going to be a 2-1. I don't know who will be winning, but
Okay, so from what I can see in the actual game champ select, it is actually a Volibear top lane here from
mhm.
the looks of it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see this Wukong in a competitive environment. Um, I personally still think for him to be like close to S tier, he would need a bit more damage to monsters, just a bit of a buff to that clear speed. But he's on a good path to making it, and jungle's getting a bit of change now, like with the champions getting buffed. Um, and talking about champions getting buffed, I would like to see a Karthus getting picked today as well, because he got a pretty substantial buff as well in the jungle, with the 10% extra damage to monsters on his Q, and that's that's a really strong buff. And if we get to see that today, I'd be happy. So,
Oh
uh,
yeah, I mean Garthus, what a
it,
champ! But
yeah,
will you
just
go?
farm up.
Will you go Garthus jungle with a pike support?
Oh, it doesn't even matter. You're just farming. You're just relaxing, farming. Personally, I'm a
Yes,
first strike
Wukong jungle.
Karthus enjoyer, right? You
Mhm.
play first strike Arthas, you chill up, farm up, and just ult on cooldown. And every time you ult, you get a bit of money. Let's say you get 100. You're missing a 200 gold for your item. No problem. I'm gonna ult and I have futures market, so I'm just gonna get that money and buy my item and head out of base. It's a really fun and relaxing champ to play that deals a lot of damage. So, but then again, it's not as efficient in a competitive environment because he can get punished quite a lot for that type of playstyle. Um, I think that's also one of the main reasons why we're not seeing him as much. But no,
Yeah,
it's
but let me just for the people who in chat who don't see what I see, Gwen versus Volibear on top. Sejuani versus Wukong in the jungle. It's going to be Ivern versus Kassadin in mid, and Zayarel versus Ash Rakan.
now
So, yeah.
Arel is the type of champion. We haven't been seeing it a lot of it lately. Once she came out, I think she was getting picked almost every game. It was really, really pick or ban. Um, but nowadays, I think she never really got like substantial nerfs. Like she got some W cooldown nerfs, but we
Mm-hmm.
don't see her getting picked up as much, right? I think the general community is kind of bored of Rel because she's not like that fun of a champ to play. It's really satisfying when you get those like really big engages and choke points. It feels good, right? But all around, once you use your first W and you're dismounted with that slow movement speed, you can really get punished. And playing into an Ashe that slows you even more on top of it, it's gonna
Oh,
be hard for that Rel to move in lane if she doesn't get connect with her W.
yeah, exactly. Will we see the invade, by the way? Like, Ivern is there. Perhaps go for an invade. What do you think?
Um, we could, we definitely could, but I don't think they would win out on the invade. Um, I do think that runtime has the stronger level one in case they do decide to stack.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that rail could also knock them up, but the thing with Jalapeons is Zaya kind of needs two abilities to actually do the damage, because you need the pullback on the feathers as well, right? only shooting the feathers through does one part of the job, right? The majority of the damage comes from the return of them. So obviously you can't go E level 1 because you have no feathers to pull back then.
Yeah, true.
Um, so your only damage really at that point comes from the Gwen, which I think is going to be running Conqueror, and while on the other side we're going to have an Ashe, a Wukong, a Kassadin Volibear, a lot of this, and even
Yeah.
the Rakan with the knockup. And I think it's a bit risky if you decide to go for it, because if you go for it and it goes wrong and the Kassadin picks up a kill or two,
Then
your game can be can be really rough from that point on. Because
you
Kassadin is
don't
a
like
champ.
that, indeed.
Yeah.
But the people have voted on the prediction, and 39% voted for the Jalapeons, with 1.3 on the stake, 1.3 channel points on stake, and 61% said runtime with 1.7% of the channel points on stake. So
Yeah, I mean
interesting.
there is confidence. There is confidence for runtime. Um, Again, I do think it's a bit justified. They were the higher seed. They did come down to this losers bracket from the winners bracket, while Jalapeons fought their way to even get where they are right now in the playoffs
Hmm.
against CCG. So runtime going into the game are favorites.
Yeah, right now we have the skin game. Which team has the better skins? Will it be the top side, Yala Peons, or will it be the bot side? Runtime. By the way, Senix, are you here? I can't hear you. Sanix? Hello? Hello, Sanix? What up, Shadow Dragon? It's go time. Yes, indeed. Let me just speed it up so we have everything ready. And we are in game number 1. Jalapeons versus Runtime.
Welcome to
And
Summoner's Rift.
let me just fix everything so we can see what's happening. Sanix is still not here, at least I can't hear
30
him.
seconds until
Meanwhile, let me
minions
just
spawn.
try to fix these.
I'll
Oh,
punch your
okay,
soul
yeah.
in the face.
Sanix's electricity died, which is no issue, because I'm here. I'm here for you.
Ah, yeah, come on. Test it
Twitch
out.
Prime. Slick.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Block the
You
hits
got
for
it.
me, please.
But sadly, nothing happens on the level 1. And as Sanix predicted, that wouldn't
Minions
be
have
much.
spawned.
Like, it would actually be a mistake going into
I
Runtime
put you
jungle.
back into it. The next one to call me
On the other
edgy
hand,
is getting choked to
Runtime
death.
into Jalapeon's jungle would be a mistake as well, due to the high CC amounts. Both teams starting on the bot side jungle. This means they will find a gank on the top side or even on mid. But no info has been taken by both teams, so they don't know. Except for, of course, the top laners. They know.
The Ferns did it.
Bit of trading in the mid lane. Not much happening. Game sound kinda loud compared to my voice. Yeah, my voice is really soft and I'm sorry for that. Is this better? Or do I need to crank up my voice a bit more? Actually, let me do that. I will crank up my voice a bit. If I remember how. The big trade happening on top. Ignite happened. Sadly, not enough for a kill yet, but soon. Soon, my friend. I will boost my mic now a bit, so... Okay, how is this? Is this better? Shadow? Is this better? No, like this? No, I want music. Come on. Okay. Yeah, it's just 10 decibels, but that means you will hear some background noise if I'm not talking. Meanwhile, we have been 3 minutes in game and both junglers are kind of equal to each other. Only Wukong has a slight lead. He took the scuttle on top. But
Yeah. I'm back.
hey,
My
WD,
electricity. Yeah, the first time in like 10 years that my town had like a small blackout for some reason. Decides that obviously a perfect moment. But I see I haven't missed too much from the game, hopefully. So.
Yeah, nothing really happened. Like, Gwen had an engage on Volibear with an ignite. But yeah, nothing came from fruition there.
Yeah, anyway, this mid lane matchup, well, we haven't really talked about it much before, like in Champ Select even, but Ivern is kind of a lane bully, you know, putting up those bushes increases his auto attack damage, it gives that extra bonus magic damage, and Kassadin being a melee champ is obviously, you know, gonna kind of pay the price for it, get bullied out of lane a bit. As long as he's getting that XP, it's pretty good, but he's not even that far behind down on CS, so he's doing a really good job right now. But we see the Wukong here setting up a potential gank top lane.
No flash for the Gwen as well. So the... Yeah.
This is gonna be a kill. Yeah, it's really nice. Wukong has to flash out to not die to the tower, but that was really well played from the side of Runtime here. You know, Volibear Q is a pretty good gank setup, and I think they're punishing the fact that Gwen is running Ignite TP really well.
Yeah, true, but the Sejuani is looking for the bot lane. Rakan is so hard to gank. So nothing will happen there. Like, Rakan has 3 dashes.
Yeah, 3 dashes on Rakan, and also they weren't as pushed in. You know, Ashe was in a good position, staying back in lane. So not really easy to gank, but here we see Volibear trading on top onto the Gwen again. Not much gonna be coming out of it.
Yeah, this Volibear just kind of out trades into the Gwen. Part of it because he has a
winning
level
the trade
advantage.
Yeah. Oh, but he's going in now, and Gwen ignites, and this is gonna be a quick kill for. Wait, no. Volibear's gonna get it. Who's gonna get it? Gwen got it.
Oh my god!
That's the power of Ignite. It was really close. Ignite plus Conquer healing really helps out. I think Conquer kind of saved Gwen there. I think she was going to be dead. I think it was going to be a 1-for-1 trade. But the Gwen and extra healing from Conquer, it was just not enough. You know, it was really close. And you know, Gwen got put on the back foot by dying before, but you know, now she manages to get a kill of her own, got that solo XP, and shoved the lane in. So the top wave is gonna shove back into her, and you know, Gwen's back in the game in a good state. I mean, she wasn't really out of it before, but yeah, she's in a good spot right now.
Is ready for the mid lane, but
Kassadin
Ivern has
level
flash
6
and
as
he
well.
has Daisy as well.
Yeah, Kassadin 6 as well there. It was risky, but you know, Ivern with no flash now could be getting abused more often. So we could be seeing more ganks on top here.
Yeah, but first, Dragon.
Dragon's getting picked up. Ashe Hawkshot spots out the Sejuani on top lane there. So this is just gonna be a free Dragon from the side of Runtime, unless Xayah somehow manages to steal this with her arrows, with her feathers. Which I won't think will be the case. So Runtime pick up the first Dragon of the game. Wukong is nearing that level 6 as well, so you know, Wukong nearing level 6, Ivern no flash mid. I think we see where the next target for Wukong is gonna be here. Oh, but he's moving bot lane with level 6.
But both flashes are up, and Rakan is still no level 6, so... Ooh, he
Rakan flashed W in. Rel, nicely done from the stun there from Rel. It was really well played. They get the Xayah flash out of it though, which is pretty big. Xayah's gonna be level 6. Sejuani top here while Volibear's going for a trade. Gwen ults, Sejuani going all the way around. Volibear has his ult to get out as well if he wants to. But Sejuani's cornering him off and I don't think he knows that. So I think Volibear is just gonna be dead here. He's gonna ult. No, not even. Oh, he does. But I don't think he gets the return kill here.
Oh.
And Sejuani picks up the kill. So that was a nice gank from Sejuani.
What a nice gank by Sejuani. Punishing the 40
What about Wukong going mid here? Wukong, I think, is gonna ult, and this is just gonna be a kill on Wukong on the Ivern. They're gonna push out the wave as well, and Ivern's gonna lose all that XP.
Yeah, like Jalapenos is really fighting runtime, and they are trying their best to get into the game because they know they want to go into the grand finals.
Yeah, 100%. You know, especially when you're an underdog going into a series, and obviously the whole of playoffs. I think when you look at teams, I think everyone's thinking Jalapeons is one of the weaker teams in here, but I think they're doing a really nice job so far, proving their worth in their games against CCG. In the way they draft, it's a bit out there, but they're making it work. And it's just it's fun to watch. It's been an eventful game after that first dragon. We've seen 4 kills on the board right now. A slight gold lead for this out of runtime, around 800 gold so far. Most of that gold is actually on the Wukong. We also see a bit of an XP lead on mid, but that's compensated. Gwen has an XP lead on Volibear. So the game is kind of in an even state right now, and most of the gold is on the jungler, which isn't the primary win condition for the side of runtime. So I don't think that gold lead is as relevant as it could be.
True, and what we possibly saw was Kassadin roaming, but he decided not to, and a bit of small trade on top lane again. And Infernal Dragon spawning in 2.5 minutes. Exciting.
We also have Herald up, which could be a point of contention for both teams, but here we see Kassadin just trading with Ivern on mid, short trades, but you see Ivern wins out because of the poke. Kassadin is obviously not far enough into the game, and I'm also kind of interested what build Kassadin is gonna decide to go for. He could go for the
Ash Arrow.
Ash Arrow, but it's gonna go wide. How about back to the Kassadin build though? We could see the damage Kassadin build, or we could see the tank one, which is I don't think they're lacking on damage to go for the tank build here, especially when the enemy team has two real damage carriers. But here Wukong with the flash ult, I think that's really nicely done, and Kassadin picks up the kill. That was really nice. Yeah, that was nice to see. The Wukong jungle really doing good so far.
Yeah, and right now runtime has the full control over the Herald. So yeah, of course they go Herald. They can.
It will be picked, yeah. And now it's just the question of where are you gonna put this Herald down. I think the best option for them would be mid lane. Opening up mid lane is generally the best choice, and funneling that gold into the Kassadin is just good. Who would say no to a fat Kassadin on their team?
Yeah, true. Meanwhile, I see in chat people are asking which Drake soul will we get? Cloud, mountain, or ocean? And then someone X, Infernal. Or even Hex soul. Okay.
I need to open the chat. I'm still recovering from my electricity outage. It's been a rough few minutes for me.
Yeah, I got you, man. I got you.
Look, in my games, every time I play for dragons and the game's kind of close, it's always Cloud Soul. So I do not wish that bad luck upon anyone. So
I hate
considering
Cloud Soul.
Infernal, I will be nice to runtime and say it's gonna be Ocean Soul. That's
Dark
my
Souls.
guess.
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls. Okay, Dark Souls works too. Dark Souls works too. Yeah, but here we have a 1.4k gold lead on this other runtime. Sejuani is setting up the lane guy.
Oh, what is happening here? One wrong step by Ash Rakan and they are dead. Well, they have flash though.
Man's clearing the ward. Ash is just dead, I think. No, with the flash he gets out. Ash arrow, Wukong is coming in. Wukong has ult up, but Ash is really low, so doing this Drake is gonna be kind of hard now, and Ivern's there in the river as well, while Gwen is going in on here on the Volibear, but Ivern just stepping out of position, and I think he's gonna die to the ignite. No, he lives. He lives.
What is happening?
And he lives as well. Everyone's living with 1 HP. Rakan goes in and he dies really low, but Wukong here is pretty fed, is on the Divine Thunder. He's going in. Nice root from the Xayah. Kassadin steps in and gets a 400 gold shutdown. So
Yeah,
this is really big for the Kassadin.
At first, the Jalapenos just refused to die, but Runtime just kept on going, and finally, Jalapenos broke, and they finally fell.
You know, in life you have to be persistent to achieve your goals. And,
Exactly.
and you know, it shows. It shows.
Oh, the engage by the Gwen comes in, and the damage is big. Oh my god. But chat, here we go. Dragon. It is Ocean. Ocean Soul.
Man, I should get paid for this. I'm like a genie, or not a genie. What's the word? Those people that predict. You know what I mean. You know, it's the thought that counts.
Yeah, true. Like, it's just a caster prediction.
Yeah, yeah.
Part
Next
of the
time I'll
caster
do.
curse.
Next time I'll say it's Cloud Soul if a team's ahead, so the game gets more interesting. But here, yeah, we see sieging mid. I think Rakan's gonna hit the tower as well, which I don't think is the best because he's gonna take the gold now as well. But I guess if they're sieging mid tower, the Ash Arrow hits the Ivern, but I don't think they can capitalize on that. So they're just moving out. That's,
Yeah, to be
I think
honest,
they
right now, I don't think it's that bad for Rakan to hit the tower, because if he doesn't have Shirelias, he's kind of useless.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's Shirelles or Rakan or speed up the Kassadin power spikes. You know, it's one, but both are good. You know, but yeah, they got 4 plates on mid, so that's, you know, if we do some quick math, that's like 600 gold.
Quick
I think.
math.
We see a 2k gold lead almost on the side of a 1.5k, sorry, on the side of Runtime. So yeah, Runtime's doing pretty good in this early game, and I think it's only gonna get harder for Jalapeons as Runtime has the scaling here, and
Oh,
Kassadin's almost
there's
leveled up.
Daisy. Daisy smashing some minions.
Yeah, just for wave clear. It helps out the Ivern. He lacks. Ivern's almost in Moonstone. Next back, he will have the Moonstone. Ivern passive not being used properly. The blue buff was there, alive for quite some time. No one picked it up. So, you know, Ivern's passive works in a way where level 6, if you kill the blue buff, or if your ally kills the blue buff, if you kill the blue buff, your ally can pick it up, or if your ally killed it, you can pick up the blue buff. But here we see a fight on top lane, Gwen versus Volibear. This is a Gwen favorite matchup. Volibear is not on a mythic yet, but Wukong comes here with the ult, and I think Gwen is just gonna be dead here, and Wukong picks up the kill.
Yeah, really nice gank by Aaron. Just finding the right timing, and of course Astera as well. Finding a good engage on the Gwen.
Nature strikes on.
And yeah, good kill there. Good coordination as well.
On the mid, we also had a kill. Daisy died. I think it's a remembrance. 14, 13, 15 in-game minutes.
Rip Daisy.
It was a long and fruitful life she lived. Or
Have
it
to pay
lived.
respect, guys. Have to pay respect.
Anyways, we just see here the side of Runtime clearing a bit of vision bot side. Sejuani did not get spotted out. So I don't think Runtime has information on where the Sejuani is, and she could potentially be looking for a lane gank bot, considering the way she's pathing, as Dragon's up in 2 minutes. And I don't see Herald's gonna be up in the next minute or so as well. So that's kind of the next main objective, as the minions are just shredding the tower mid here. So that tower is really close to falling down. First tower still hasn't been taken on the map, so that's 400 gold just sitting there, ready to be taken from the side of Runtime.
Report Ivern. Why? Okay, I was thinking, Rakan. Of course, you want Shirelias, but what about Chemtank? I've played it, and it is
No,
absolutely insane.
let's you know, Chemtank is, let's say, you know, let's say you kind of have your girlfriend over, and you order food, but then you eat the food by
Sejuani.
yourself.
Sejuani, what are you doing?
Sejuani's out of position. Ash Arrow coming in, hits the
Oh,
Sejuani,
beautiful.
but ooh, it's out of runtime, yeah. Oh, but Sejuani ult hits on the Rakan. Rakan has to flash out. Flash on Rakan is a big thing, but Wukong goes in here with a big ult. He still has that second activation of the ult. Are they gonna get anything? Rakan gets in. Xayah in the backline. Rel dies in the front to the Ash. Sejuani's pretty far forward. Rakan's pretty far back, away from his team, and Rakan dies, but Wukong's still going in. Iron Shield really keeping the Sejuani alive here. Kassadin's really low. Ashe is really low. Ashe flashes in as well. There's all of Sums being used, but people are living. But Wukong goes over the wall with the splash as well. Picks up another kill on Desire. Meanwhile, on bot, we see Volibear and Gwen fighting it out. So yeah, bot lane is a pretty eventful top lane situation. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, we just have a whole bloodbath going on.
Like, that fight alone brought them to the 3k difference. That's just to say, but look at this though! That is so much damage!
But Gwen dies to the tower! Oh my god. That was close. Yeah, remember, I think it was probably around 30-40 minutes ago, I said this series has the potential to be explosive, and
Yep.
you know, yeah, we've seen the fights. I think last fight, all the Sums were burned from both teams. No, Sejuani still has her flash up, but everything else went. Oh, never mind. The side of Halapion still has a lot of flashes up, but Runtime used a lot, and we see Ocean Drake here. This would put Runtime on their soul point. Wukong ult still isn't up.
No, but it's coming up within 5 seconds, so it's just looking and poking.
Kassadin flanking on the side. Volibear went in there, flash away from Xayah. Gwen is on Kassadin, but Kassadin is gonna riftwalk back into the pit. But here we can see Sejuani just dies, and this is just looking like a really bad fight for Halapions at this point. They're just losing it. Rel trying her best to do what she can to kind of keep it up and keep the dream of the fight alive. But Runtime is just, you know, scaling away into the sunset right now. 6k gold lead, and they're going to be picking up this dragon now as well. So it is looking really rough for the side of Halapions, as this does put Runtime on soul point.
Okay, I have tried to set up something, and I will try to share it with you guys. I have the replay of Lost Fight, so let me see if it works. There we go. Coming up within 5 seconds. So basically, it's just looking and it is working.
Kassadin flanking on the side. Volibear went in there, flash away from Xayah. Gwen is on Kassadin, but Kassadin is gonna riftwalk back into the pit. But here we can see Sejuani just dies, and this is just looking like a really bad fight for Halapions at this point. They're just losing it. Rel trying her best to do what she can to kind of keep it up and keep the dream of the fight alive. But Runtime is just, you know, scaling away.
So yeah, really good fight.
Yeah, it was a really good fight from the side of Runtime. You know, it takes a bit of coordination. We saw Kassadin going on the Xayah flashing over the wall. Kassadin was flanking. Gwen came from bot as well, went on the Kassadin. Kassadin was forced to rift walk into the pit, and then all of a sudden, you know, his team was fully there, so he was just in the middle of his team, so he could just re-engage in the fight. It wasn't that he was out of position, so it was really nice rift walk positionings from Kassadin as well. You know, really. Using that mobility to its fullest.
Yeah, exactly. But slowly and surely, Runtime is running away with the game.
For the Sejuani here, I think Sejuani is going to have to dash over the wall, but of course, the whole side of the Runtime is following it. The Ashe Herald picked up the kill from downtown.
Oh, that is beautiful. Vion, what are you doing?
He's just chilling it out. And here, I mean, obviously we see Halapions has the objective bounties up already. They're quite some gold behind. And the side of Runtime could be looking for a potential Baron here. We see Vion picking up that prio in mid lane. And they are grouping around this top side. So I think they are kind of looking to bait them in, kind of set up a death bush almost. Because if they walk in, it just means, you know, that's a free Baron at that point. But Wukong is doing his Krugs. You know, it's always... A jungler needs his Krugs. So everyone should take a note of that, because that is factually correct. Krugs are a good camp to take, especially the small ones, you know. That's like
and if you don't take them all game, they're still level 1. So you got to level up your camps as well.
You need to level them eventually, you know. It's a must do.
Yep. Okay, the replay got a solid 8 out of 10, so it's not perfect yet, but we're getting there.
Yeah. Obviously, you know, you learn from what you do, so you have to start somewhere.
Yep. And it's actually way better than last time I did it. So, improvement. Every day better.
Yeah. So here we kind of see, you know, Halapions got their resets off earlier on in the game. So they kind of came on the map, and obviously runtime we're setting up that bush, so they couldn't really reset. So obviously Jalapeons got on the map a bit earlier, are able to establish their own vision now, so they kind of had the tempo to do it, even though there's so much gold behind. I think there was a Baron angle for runtime there potentially.
We have a hydrate by Brady Boy. 2 hydrates by Brady Boy. So you gotta hydrate, man.
I gotta hydrate. With water or
Twice. Yeah, it doesn't matter. If it's beer,
Okay.
it's beer.
okay? No, I won't drink beer. Okay, that's one hydrate. I'll do another one. All right, I hydrated twice in a row.
Nice.
That's pretty good. Thank you for the hydration. I'll need to go to the bathroom. Anyway, we have we have Soul Point coming up in a minute for the start of runtime here, which is gonna be interesting to see. I think it should be a quite one-sided fight for the side of runtime, unless Jalapeons do manage to find some flanks with the Sejuani or Rel.
Yeah, exactly. But I want to try out something. As the prediction was mainly on runtime, let's just, for the upcoming minute, let's just enjoy the POV of only runtime. So, Fog of War only to runtime. Let's see how they think in this matchup.
Meanwhile, Cassidy was getting caught up, and Wukong here in the pit, nicely done evading that. Sejuani going in on the Wukong. Rel stuck in the pit with no jump. Ash arrow coming in, hits the Rel, but the whole side of Jalapenos jumping in. Wukong, just knocking everyone up. Zaya with all her arrows knocking up Pruding, but I don't think it's enough. They're too far behind. Kassadin TP'd on bot side, so did Gwen. Gwen outside of the pit. She's going on the Kassadin here. No one can target the Gwen because, you know, obviously her Shroud is a pretty balanced ability. Kassadin go back in. Zonias, Gwen no Shroud, so now the side of runtime can collapse on the Gwen, and Gwen is gonna die for it. And I think they can just turn on the Soul here and just pick it up. So, again, a pretty nicely done fight from the side of runtime. No one dying. It was just a 3-for-0 basically plus Soul, and they could potentially look for a dragon, for a Baron here as well after this Soul.
Yeah, and just imagine on how little information runtime actually fought that fight. It was insane, and it was actually Jalapenos jumping into the pit that set this dragon onto runtime.
You see, I just saw in chat pointed out that Ashe has Serpent's Fang.
Interesting.
Obviously, this is not
That-
like, you know, the
That
DPS
is so
Ashe.
smart. That is so
It
smart.
is really smart. It is really based as well, because Ashe is not the primary carry for runtime, and as long as he's applying those Serpent Fang stacks on Ivern and even I think Rel has a shield, and there's quite a few shields from the side of
For the people
the
who don't
Locket
know,
shield.
Serpent's Fang has Shield Reaver. If you deal damage to champion, it reduces the shield they gain to 35%, which is really big.
Oh, as we see runtime going in here, it's just looking for an engage. Gwen getting knocked up, a lot of people getting knocked up, that Iron Shield being really big. Kassadin is surviving with barely 1 HP, but the Ocean Soul is going to be healing him up. Ashe moving out of the fight. Rakan
Nice knockup.
re-engaging. Nice knock up there, but yeah, the Ocean Soul making it really hard for the side of Jalapeons to fight. And again, it's a 2-for-0, and they could just siege mid here, potentially grab up the inhibitor as well.
Yeah, and
Rel
Volibear
is
has
pretty low.
ult. He can disable the tower.
Wukong going in again. Rakan, nice knockup. Rel is gonna die for it. Volibear disabled the tower. Kassadin almost full HP. He was basically out of the fight just 20 seconds ago. So side of runtime picks up the inhibitor, and I think they will be going for the Baron now.
Yeah, it's a safe choice to go to Baron here. You just took the... Was it Inhib?
Yeah,
Yes,
it
they
was
took the
Inhib.
Yeah, I'm just lacking a bit behind. They took the Inhib, and... Yeah, of course. Next thing you do, Baron. Recall.
Yeah.
Ivan damage? I can't see that, sorry. I wish I could.
Yeah, I mean, look, at this point, it's 26 minutes in. It's past the 25 minutes prediction, you know. But the game is looking to be kind of over for Jalapeons. It's hard for them to get back in here. The scaling is also on the side of runtime, so, you know, they have that 11k gold lead. Almost 12k actually. It's hard, you know.
True.
Elder is gonna be on the map in 4 minutes.
Yeah,
but
there is a reason runtime was on top of Division 2.
Yeah, I mean, look, you know, you could play this like slow and go for the side lanes, right? Just push out, break the whole base. But honestly, I think you are so far ahead. I think it's you could just run mid and look for a good team fight. You know, they were struggling a bit in team fights. They were playing them slow paced. They were getting low in the team fights, but now you have the Ocean Soul. You have the ability to go in and out of fights with Kassadin and Wukong with the invisibilities and all the dashes. And with Ocean Soul, you can just go out for a split second, get healed up, and just let your frontline tank and CC them till you can go back in. But they opt to go for the top tier 2 tower, that's 600 gold, but Gwen gets knocked up, Sejuani ult. Volibear disables the tower. Gwen healing is insane, and Volibear actually gets shut down. Wukong is out of position as well, has to ult to get out. Nice interrupt on the Gwen, on the Rel there, but you know, terrain scaling, he can dash through walls now, so Wukong is out. But that was nicely done from the side of Jalapenos,
Yeah,
picking up a shutdown, but
look
on
at
the
the
bot
bot lane.
side though, yeah, Kassadin picking up that, I think is just an inhib gone, and he gets out. It's a level 16 Kassadin, that's really, really big. So yeah, runtime just extending the gold lead, picking up that top tier 2, that's 600 gold, and they're still pushing top here. Wukong has the Divine Thunder, so that's a lot of damage to the tower potentially. Kassadin there as well, so it is a 4v4 right now. Oh, actually, no, sorry, 5v4. As Volibear is dead, but he will have TP up once he's up.
Yeah, exactly. And Runtime has only one objective left. It's the top. So yeah, they will be all here soon. Ash Arrow comes in, finds the Gwen.
Yeah, wait, what is Ash building? Oh, but anyway, Gwen's going in. Rel's going in. Rel dies to the Volibear. Who is that? I don't even see. Okay, that's Kassadin. Wukong going in, but I think Wukong might even be dead here, but Kassadin gets in. Gwen dies. Ivern dies.
God.
Zai is on 1 HP. Zai gets knocked up. Zai dies, and this is just a clean sweep. Oh, never mind. It's not a clean sweep as Rakan dies to the tower. But this is game for Runtime. This is going to be game 1. It's 1-0 for Runtime, and I think it's a pretty decisive win. And to answer the question in chat to what Ash is building, I have no idea, because she has a mythic already. I thought she was gonna go for Mandate, but I didn't see she has Shield Bow. That's a peculiar situation there on the AD carry.
Yeah, exactly. And meanwhile, let me just set everything up so we are ready. Jalapenos lost game number 1 and Runtime won it. So yeah, big game for Runtime.
Yeah, and obviously, you know, as it is a best of 3, you know, they're going into next game as you know, from that decisive win, probably a bit of a confidence boost. So you know, they're on a high horse right now, and if they keep the momentum going, it will be rough for Jalapeons.
Yeah, exactly. And meanwhile,
Also,
game number 2 is getting ready. The lobby is being made, but we will have a 5-minute break. That means we will be back soon.
Yeah.
So enjoy the music.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us.
And we are back. Game number one. Won by runtime. Jalapenos just couldn't take the victory. I'm back again here with Sanix.
Yeah,
Welcome.
my throat is, it's showing its toll. I'm a very aged old man. I can't speak as much, so.
Well, perhaps chat needs to spam some hydrate, but if they
Oh,
do, they
please.
will lose prediction elo.
Look, I said I'm drinking, but I never said it's not a non-alcoholic beverage, so don't spam hydrate.
Psst, I am.
No, but real talk, Jalapeons, it looked rough for them. They obviously lost with a massive goal disadvantage, but the early game team fights were really close, and Runtime actually played them really well. They played it slow, and they were going back in. Oh, here we go, another hydrate, man. But but, but Runtime played those fights as they should have been played, and they played to their comp's advantages, and they did good. But Jalapeons also did good. So as much of that gold gap was, I don't think it's as set in stone as it could be. I think there's still a lot for Jalapeons to prove, and there's
Oh.
still a lot of room for them to
Oh,
maneuver in
I
this series.
forgot something. How fast can I change? How fast can I change this? Bam. That's one. I'm sorry, chat. I forgot. Don't blame me. It is the booze.
Another hydrate. I hydrated for the first one. I need to hydrate for the Brady one now.
Where is it?
All right, I hydrated twice. There you go.
Nice, nice. Come on.
Oh, you swapped them around, I think, again.
Did I swap them back?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh
But
my
anyways,
God.
while that's going on, we have Jalapeons on red side this time around and Runtime on left side. And on bans, we already have Akshan and Trundle banned from the side of Runtime, same bans as last game round. While Jalapeons opting for Kiana, they banned it last time. They didn't ban Viego last time, so it could be something they could potentially be looking for. They do ban the Ezreal. I sadly don't remember everything from the last draft because I had it open, but then my electricity died, so there's
Yep.
a bit of a bit of
But hey, you have to pay your electricity bills, man.
no. I'm a free man. But yeah, Nunu, last ban for the side of runtime. So, could they be expecting a Nunu? We'll see. Jalapeons, though, banning the Ashe from last game. So, recognizing that Ashe was a potential issue for them and banning it. As you're doing a very, very nice job moving that Jalapeon logo and the
Bam!
runtime logo.
Perfect.
I applaud you.
This is a 10 out of 10 stream. Just
Yeah,
just let
pretty
you know.
good.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, what? Okay, yeah, that makes
Oh.
more sense.
Yeah.
I
You know,
mean,
you were mentioning the Ziggs before. So I was like, oh, maybe they
Yeah.
listen to the stream. Respect hover right there. But Syndra first pick again, neutral mage. Isn't really supposed to win lanes, but isn't supposed to lose them. It's kind of like a lane neutralizer, and can be flexed into the bot lane. So it's not like a bad pick. But here, side of Jalapeons hovering that Amumu. Could we see? And it's an Amumu.
but we have seen the Amumu on
Support.
support
Yeah.
on Jalapeons.
Mm-hmm. Now, Momo
So-
support was, I think, that was a meta during last Worlds actually, and afterwards people just kind of stopped playing Momo, and we see the Diana. So Jalapeon's already opting for a massive wombo combo type of game here, with the Amumu Diana. A lot of team fight, you go win and you win. So
I mean, Look at this. Right here. Last week. Second match.
Oh, and runtime picking the
Misfortune
Viego.
Amumu.
Yeah, runtime picking Viego Sejuani and wait, Viego Seju.
Yeah,
Is
Viego
that a
top.
Viego solo lane? Ooh.
Viego
Okay.
top. Okay.
I rated that. I rated that.
I like it.
Yeah, so you know, Jalapeons banned Viego last time round.
Mm-hmm.
Left it open now, and runtime say, you know, it's not banned. We'll take it. And Shen picked into Viego now.
But
I
hey,
don't.
fun fact.
Yeah,
Runtime.
yeah.
White hair. White hair. White hair. Let's go.
Oh yeah, they're actually doing a theme. You're right. You're right. You're right. So if we're doing team, runtime is definitely winning draft so far.
They need to go
Uh,
Camille Jenna or something.
Yeah, Camille Jana could work. Um,
Rakan.
Rakan. Yeah, Rakan could be Riven.
Riven.
Oh no,
could
yeah,
work.
yeah, Riven.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's kind of grayish.
yeah, Rengar as well.
Tristana.
Yeah, but
Soraka could work.
just go Rengar. Rengar's
Volibear?
Yeah.
There's a lot of champions with white hair. Even Yumi.
Yeah, but we see top lane matchup is probably gonna be Viego into Shen.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about Viego top. I only play him jungle, but Shen is generally a champion that does pretty well into auto attack based champions, which Viego certainly is one.
Mhm.
But Shen also isn't as good of a champ as Viego is. So, you know, obviously he's got the counter matchup, but Viego can just decide, look, I'm not really gonna fight you. I'm just gonna farm it up and just go roam. You know, I have a Sejuani. So you know, Sejuani Viego again a really really strong matchup, and we saw the Sejuani on the side of Jalapeons last game. So Runtime also deciding that you know they're gonna be the ones to take it. So I don't know.
True.
It's looking, you know, and also I think the way Viego passive works, it's gonna give 2 stacks to Sejuani stun passive, whatever it is. Because Viego auto attack actually counts as 2 if he has the Q proc or the Q passive proc on it.
Oh, but guess
Uh,
what? Ivern is open.
I
Again.
I don't think they will go for an Ivern here. They'll have a lot of AP damage on the board because Shen deals a lot of magic damage as well. So there'll be a lot of magic damage on the south. What?
Never mind.
Okay.
You can
Okay.
also just do that.
Okay,
But
the lock in. Okay, respect. That's an 07 to Jalapeons there with the Draven lock in.
Brown Lucian?
That's
Lucian? Perhaps?
yeah, Braum Lucian, Braum Jinx would work. A lot of stuff would work with Braum. Ashe is obviously banned. Braum Ashe is a really oppressive bot lane, mostly because they're all the slow in CC. It's just annoying to play. You know, so they've got 2 thematics now. You know, Braum kind of fits into the gray hair as he's got none. Tristana, oh, they're listening. Okay, we got gray.
They are
We got the
listening.
Braum Tristana is a really strong lane. It's you go in and you kind of win, but Tristana is also not as strong in the meta right now. Zaya getting hovered. They played it last game. Obviously, you know, Zaya, as I said before, chill
Mhm.
lane. You don't really do much, but you scale and you do a lot of damage later on.
Looks like they want
Uh,
the Kaisa though.
Yeah, Kai'Sa would work, but I think Zaya is all around a better pick, and they will go for it. Yeah. The thing with Kai'Sa is you're low range. You're playing into Draven, who's a lane bully, so you know he really punishes that low range. Meanwhile,
True.
Zaya, you kind of stay back and throw your feathers, so you don't really interact as much. But now Jalapeons, they've got last pick. I don't think their mid lane is picked yet, unless they go for some wacky Diana mid and pick their jungler. Kai'Sa, okay, okay.
Okay. Kaisa mid. Diana
Okay.
jungle, Shen top. Okay, interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, no,
Really
Kai'Sa
interesting.
into Syndra, I think again, it's a pretty hard matchup for Kai'Sa because Syndra outranges her.
True.
Also Kai'Sa doesn't have much mobility outside of the E, so she can get ganked as well. So, you know, if Kai'Sa scales up and gets online with those 3 items that she needs, gets the Q and W evolved, then she will become a real nuisance for the side of runtime. But if you look at the champions in runtime, you have Viego, who's probably gonna buy Death Stance eventually. You have Braum, who's really tanky. Sejuani, who's really tanky. So
Yeah,
the
but
only and you have Zaya and Syndra, right? Those are the 2 targets that Kai'Sa is gonna be aiming at with her W.
we also have a problem. Zaya is squishy.
Yeah,
That's 2
Zaya's gonna
auto
take
attacks
2
from a
shots.
Draven with a Q, and Zaya will be dead.
You see, the thing with Kai'Sa mid is it's a really, really, really situational pick and a really like hard pick to execute properly, right?
Yep.
Um, and this is a Syndra favored matchup on mid, so it's gonna be hard for the Xayah to actually thrive on mid. But I give full respect to Jalapeons for picking Draven. Hats off. That's all I have to say on this, actually.
Yeah, true. But once again, the prediction comes in. You can use your prediction elo to predict the game. Who will win game number 2? Will it be Runtime? Will it be Jalapenos? You can vote now.
Well, hopefully my electricity doesn't crash now or die out for the first 3 minutes of the game.
Mm-hmm. By the
But
way, who do you think will win this game?
oh, do I have to say it? I didn't say it last time around.
Okay, I will think the casters will win the game.
We're always winning.
Yes.
We're winning because we're winning because we're getting to watch.
We're
and cast.
always getting the victory screen.
Okay. Let me give you another one. We predicted Soul Point before when we saw with the first 2 dragons.
Yep, true.
Let's predict it now. What soul is it gonna be now? You first.
In my heart, I want the Infernal Dragon, but we'll never get the Infernal Dragon, so I'm gonna say Mountain Dragon.
Okay,
Mountain
I'm gonna
Soul.
say my beloved Cloud Soul, and I'm hydrating for Brady now.
Yeah, I need to do that as well.
No, Cloud
Alright,
Soul is
alright.
is like a blessing.
Yeah, true.
It's yeah.
But just purely looking at the teams, what soul does Runtime want? I would say Mountain.
I mean, Mountain would be fine, but honestly, I think if they get something like a Hextech or a Sage is doing Hydrate again, bro, I can't, bro.
Another one. Another one.
But like my stomach is full. I'll have to go to like a bathroom break during the stream, man. Like, hello?
Yeah, but that
No,
is why the hydrate button is there. It is evil. But yeah, I need to drink again, so I'll be right back.
I will use my admin powers to remove the hydrate button.
You can try, but I will always put it back at a higher cost.
No, but honestly, I do think that it's either Hextech Soul or
You have to choose one.
no. I mean, what's best for runtime?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean, the soul that it's gonna be Cloud Soul, 100%.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, no, for runtime, man, it's rough. I mean, Hextech is always so good. Plus, you have like a Xayah, right? Like
True.
the feather is just slow with the Hextech. Like it's really easy to apply it.
True. But what would Jalapenos want?
Actually, you're playing into Jalapeons. I think they were the ones that would want Mountain. Because I think Runtime wants Hextech or Ocean. Because playing into Kai'Sa, you kind of need that region, especially if you have like a Xayah and Syndra that are squishy.
Oh, there is a lot of channel points on the line already.
Oh
Like,
man.
they're not channel points, they're prediction elo. The higher elo you have, the higher ranking you have on stream as well. But sadly, I can't see how many points everybody has. But yeah, you gotta feel good if you have like 1,000,000 points. So
Hard to get to 1,000,000 points.
yeah, really hard.
It's rough. You need
Like,
to watch. Yeah.
like I'm the king of elo points.
You sure?
I have unlimited.
Wait, do you actually?
Yeah, as streamer, you have unlimited channel points.
Oh, that's crazy, man.
Like, I can just spam it.
All right, let's do a rundown like this. Viego versus Shen. Who do you think's gonna like be more proficient in the lane?
Shen early game, so level 1, 2, 3. After that, Viego.
I actually think it's the other way around. I think Viego's gonna be stronger earlier, and then Shen's gonna have more map
Ooh.
impact, but Viego's just a better champion. So, okay, next, who do you think is gonna have more impact in the game, Sejuani or Diana?
Sejuani looking at the ganks, Diana looking at the kills.
No, Brady. It is Sejuani jungle and Viego top.
Brady wants the Sejuani top to be a thing.
I mean, Anathema's first item, and you just chill.
Yeah, and Syndra Kaisa, like you said, Syndra favored.
Yeah, that one's a clear favorite.
Clear as
But
day.
bot lane's
Uh,
the you know,
Draven and Mumu favored. 100%.
yeah, if a Mumu hits that bandage toss, it's bye bye Zaya, see you in 30 seconds when you walk back to lane, and then you just repeat the process.
Yeah, there's not much you can do there. But in 5 seconds, the voting is closed on the prediction, and I see 14k, 14.6k on the runtime, and 11.4k on Jalapeons.
Yeah, I mean, again, runtime is kind of the favorite going into this game. Um, you know, after that their win last time round, Jalapeon's opting again to go for a bit more team fight. You know, with the Amumu Diana, you have that AOE damage. You have the follow up, or I mean, you can follow up with the Amumu Diana on the Kaisa poke. So there is the potential for you know, for Jalapeons to win through team fights. As this time around, runtime has doesn't have as much team fight. You know, they don't have the massive Volibear in the forefront of the game. They don't have the Wukong ultis. They don't have Rakan to follow up the engages. You know, they have the Braum ult, they have the Sejuani ult, but after
True.
that, you need to get the kill for Viego to reset, and you need to play with those resets. That's why Syndra's there. You know,
But it's
Syndra's
coming
damage
up
is
within 5
pretty nuts.
seconds. So, wait,
So
that is the fight from last game. But we don't want that. We want the skin game. Let's go. Skin game. Who wins
Skin
the
game.
skin game?
who
Oh,
wins it?
Sentinel Diana. I love that skin.
I mean, IG Kaisa is a really good Kaisa skin. Yeah. I mean, I think that
And
one's like
it is not Draven, so Zaya wins
yeah,
that
but
one.
no, but it's the Gladiator. That's like the Draven OTP skin. You know.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, respect. Also, Lunar Beast Viego, gray skin, based skin. Honestly, Lunar Beast Viego is way better than the Pentacle one. That's end of discussion. Or I mean, there is no discussion at all. Pharaoh Amumu skin is you know, if I would say, I think the stream would get demonetized, so I won't say it. But based for running that skin, so massive respect.
Well,
Braum,
it's actually better than the default skin from Braum.
yeah, I mean, Sejuani skin is. Let's not talk about it. Wait, do they have a complete white hair? No, I think.
Oh, yeah, they changed the skin, so only Braum, but he is bald, so that counts, right?
Yeah, I think that's. Yeah, but what hair skin is Sejuani? He has a
Unknown.
helmet.
Unknown. You know, I can look. White. It's white.
It's white. Respect. Runtime.
Look. Bald. White. Let's go.
That's runtime. By a big margin, I think runtime wins the skin game. That's a Summoner's Rift update, I think, for summer.
Yeah, let's just zoom all the way out till we can actually start. Because yeah, I'm an observer. I am able to do this. There we go. This is the way we are going to watch the game. No. That's a bit far away, right?
Yeah, it is.
Like
pretty
this is
far
way
away.
better. Ooh, this is interesting. What we see here. Runtime is. Oh wait! I forgot. No, I forgot again.
Wait, what did you forget?
30 seconds
The
until
If you
one
forgot
most
something last
important
game.
thing. Yeah, I keep on forgetting stuff.
Oh, but they get spotted. But Shen gets spotted. Shen gets hit by the Q. I think Shen. No, okay, Shen's out. Well,
I
relax,
wonder if
dude.
chat noticed what I forgot.
No, please tell me, man. I wasn't here last time round. My electricity died. Oh, it's runtime versus runtime. Yeah, there you go. Oh, is that what you forgot?
Yeah, I forgot to change it.
Oh, I was watching the stream, man.
minions have spawned.
That's what I forgot. But I'm here. I have reconciled my mistake.
Okay, I need to stop watching the stream and watch your Discord stream. I just need to pop out chat. Because I need to see when I get hydrates.
Oh, this is interesting. This ward by the Jalapeons. This is a good
Yeah.
ward. So they
Yeah, I
actually
mean,
know where
you-
to start.
Yeah, you get the information on the jungle start. You can path accordingly. You know that Sejuani is gonna be pathing top. I mean, as we said, right? Sejuani Viego, really like strong here. I mean, obviously, look mid, right? Syndra's kind of abusing her range, and Price is basically in half HP. Sejuani is opting to full clear, doing the Krugs. It's not the fastest clear. Like 5 camp into Scuttle is a bit more efficient. Doesn't give you level 4 anymore, but this one just secures level 4, right? So Sejuani is going to be top quite late unless she decides to transition gank mid on level 3 after Raptors. So it's going to be interesting what they decide to do pathing-wise. Diana obviously has the faster clear speed, so yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Braum hitting that small bit of poke, but yeah,
Well,
bot lane is quite relaxed so far.
Yeah, certainly Zaya. Oh, you were right. Viego is punishing the Shen out of lane.
Oh, but Amumu hits his Q and they're level 2 with Braum. I mean, with Draven, and Draven just 1 auto attack, and Zaya is 1 HP and so's Braum. I mean, half HP, my bad. But yeah, they're getting chunked on bot lane so far, and that's the lane bully from.
That's the skin
From
gap. That's
Draven.
the skin gap.
Yeah. Oh, but Amumu
Hits again.
hits the insane one. Zaya overstepping a bit, but Draven catching his axe is pretty good and just avoiding turret range. Shen going in here. Obviously Viego stepping out. I think he could potentially trade that one because he has Conquer while Shen doesn't, so he does get the healing, and Viego has some healing in his kit as well. But Diana, top
Black
here, would be
squares.
looking for a gank. Shen should have his taunt up, and yeah, Viego flashes and Diana's gonna pick up this kill. Or never mind, Shen does, but that's still first blood to the side of Jalapeon. So that's a nicely done gank from the side of Diana, understanding the CC and gank setup the Shen gives. So yeah,
Brady, what black squares?
every now and then there's a few black squares on the stream.
I don't see
like-
that.
No, in spectators. For example, when it doesn't matter. I can show you after the stream what he meant. But I don't think it's something. I think it's like your client issue. But anyways, Shen's pretty low here. His field gives him help. Sejuani top here, so this could be a kill for the Viego or the Sejuani. But Shen has a lot of mobility. He has the taunt and has the flash. Gets
And he has
knocked
a
up.
shield as well.
One auto attack, he gets stunned, and Sejuani actually picks up the kill. Shen could have been out there if he flashed, but yeah, I think getting a bit greedy, thinking he doesn't need the flash, but Sejuani managing to get the stun off, and Shen gets punished for it.
Yeah, sometimes you want to be greedy with your flash. Like, flash is a really important spell, if you don't know. And yeah, if you don't
And
have it.
For bot here,
Oh!
Amumu hits the
Bandage toss.
bandage toss. That's the one. I wanted to say hook. You know, it's you're used to support hitting CC. It's a hook usually, you know.
Well, what is the difference between a hook and a hook?
A hook is when you hook, but the Mumu's hook is more like a pull. You know, he pulls himself.
Yeah, exactly.
A hook pulls the enemy, but the pull pulls himself.
Oh
If
my
you want
God,
more
this
semantics,
is going perfectly.
I mean, I think we should open a podcast. I think discuss more about hooks and pulls. Hooks and pulls could be the name of a podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
Will
Someone
we
wants-
include fishing then as well?
I think we should. I think fishing is a big part of Western and Eastern and just the culture all around. You know, it's a lot of good food. Shen going for a bit of a trade here. That field he has his W. Obviously denying Viego's ability to trade. A lot of Viego's damage. I mean, most of Viego's damage is from his
But
auto attacks.
looking at Soul, there is no Ocean Soul. So
Yeah,
for the people
Jalapeon's gonna be
predicting
picking up
Ocean
this
Soul,
round.
it's not here. And no
It's not
Infernal Soul
Infern-
as well.
Oh my god, is a Cloud Soul? Am I gonna be a 2 out of 2?
Well, Infernal, Cloud, or Hextech. 3 options. Chat. This is the question for you. What will it be?
Yeah, as bot lane is kind of stagnating, and gold is actually even, despite Jalapeons getting that first blood. There's a big wave mid, so Jalapeons will be picking that up and will be kind of getting a bit more gold. I think that's at least 200 to 300 gold actually in that mid wave. Actually, I'm lying. It's 200 gold. Okay. Hextech prediction in chat.
Hextech, okay, that's one.
Okay, Syndra landing the poke on the Kai'Sa though. Bot lane just securing this bush vision because there's always the risk of a lane gank. From both teams, we saw Jalapeons actually liking to do lane ganks previous game. They did 1 or 2. And yeah, look at this. Xayah just standing real far back, but Sejuani here on top, looking for a kill even, gets the stun off of Shen. Syndra moving up, gets the stun, and Shen's just CC'd, and Shen just dies. That's really nicely done from the set of runtime. A lot of CC on top of each other.
Okay,
Brady,
we have
oh,
one vote for mountain, one vote for ocean. But
Ocean.
it can't be ocean. Brady, come on.
honestly, respectable, you know. He says, "Look, we live in a society, and I don't want to be part of this society. I want Ocean Soul, and I will get Ocean
Wait,
Soul."
I saw the black. I see the black square. I don't know why it's there. I'm
Probably a spectator bug.
yeah.
It's new patch.
No,
so.
no, it is not on my left screen. It is not on Discord screen. It is.
Oh really?
It is on the Streamlabs one. So
Oh.
what I'm going to do is just fix it. So let me put out my display capture. And sorry for this. It is not this one. It's this one. Okay, that is fixed. Now I need to find a way to put everything on top again. And I think we're Gucci now.
Yeah. Anyways, just looking at the items a bit, we see the Bramble Vest in top lane from the Shen. You know, Viego has a lot of inbuilt healing, especially with the Conqueror. So there's a lot of that. Bot lane Draven's got the two long swords. He's either gonna be looking for Shield Bow or a potential Eclipse or Essence Reaver. I think those are, from what I know, I think those are like the 3 most built items in Draven as the first item. Especially Essence Reaver, you know, you use a lot of, you know, your W resets every time you pick up an axe. So you get a lot of Essence Reaver activations from it. That's also why that item is built on Draven as much as it is. Plus, obviously, it's a pretty cheap item and it gives you a lot of stats. So Xayah obviously has the tier picked up. Sejuani with the Bami Cinder. I think she's building into a Sunfire most likely. Viego having lane pry on top lane, letting Sejuani just invade.
But you know what I really like is you need the Dark Seal. Dark Seal on Diana.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, obviously, I mean, it would let you snowball the game.
Shen's damage. But look, Syndra is there as well. He flashes forward,
Flash
but
from Shen. But not.
gets destroyed by the Syndra.
Yeah. It was a nice attempt from Shen. Obviously, Shen's base damage is completely insane. But yeah, I don't think Shen just does enough as a champion. But it's a good pick into Viego, you know. Both top lanes here are something that we don't see often on top. I mean, Shen we don't see often at all in the game. So yeah, it's an interesting matchup, you know. Not something we see every day.
Well, if Jalapeons want this dragon and want to know which soul we get, they have about 45 seconds to prepare and take it.
Yeah, we see
Or it will be
Herald
later.
dropped on top here. Runtime already with a pretty big gold lead, and this only gonna get bigger once this Herald actually hits the tower. It's 1.5k and it goes down, I mean up to 2k actually after those plates. So Runtime already building their lead early game.
The pings for the dragon come in right now, so Jalapeons want this dragon.
Yeah, they're also gonna be there first, and they have Shen ult to get across the map earlier. Of course, Viego has TP, but it is not 14 minutes yet, so he can only TP to towers. So Viego is... Oh, he's running. He's running to dragon as well. So Viego's running to the dragon, but I think this dragon is just gonna be dead before any member of Runtime gets there.
Yeah,
They've got the vision.
100%.
They're going to see everyone approaching it. You know, dragon's down. I mean, the ward is down, so Runtime see the dragon going down in HP, but they might be looking to contest. Diana ults, so no ults. Jalapenos pick up the dragon, but this fight is looking winning for the side of Runtime here. Viego gets the resets. He's gonna bandage toss onto the Draven, and he's just gonna reset off and just pop off. Shen is gonna die in the backline as well, trying to kill the Braum, and yeah, we know what soul it is, but yeah, it's.
That was such a big fight. It was insane,
Yeah.
but... And we have a
there's a
break.
pause.
Okay, yeah. Jamgraske, you got it right. It was indeed the mountain dragon. And just a quick reminder, what did I say to you before the game started? Which hole we had?
I wasn't listening.
I said mountain if I'm right.
Yeah, you did. You did.
So yeah, there we go.
Well, I can
Caster's
only
curse
say that
coming through.
I envy these players for having the ability to play with a functioning soul in the game.
Yeah, true. Well, it is at least not a Cloud Soul.
Cloud Soul's good.
Cloud Soul's good, actually really good for something like Shen, Sejuani, Draven even.
Diana, actually, it would be really good on Diana.
Diana, perfectly.
Yeah.
Viego,
too.
even
Yeah.
more perfect.
Yeah. I mean, look, Jalapeons is 3k gold as we're back in the game. Jalapeons is 3k gold down. And they do have the 2 dragons though, so the ability to stall the game is there. But again, if we look at the scaling though, Viego outscales Shen, Diana obviously outscales Sejuani, but Sejuani is a tank, so...
Oh, we get a hydrate.
there
That's
we
gonna
go.
be hydrating. Okay.
Oh, that's a nice pause freeze.
Well, if they go and take
Oh,
a
but
break.
Syndra's is gonna get a solo kill. Oh no! She lives with 1 HP.
How do you live? Does she have time up tonic?
I have a pun to make there, but no. I don't think Syndra's play was ballsy enough for the Diana to die.
That's true. Like,
You see, because if she actually had one more ball, Diana would have been dead.
oh my god, the jokes are coming in. Let's go. I can't afford hydrate after inflation. Oh, poor Brady.
Yeah, I mean, remember how he said ocean, cool cat, when we knew it's impossible to get ocean? I told you, we live in a society and inflation's a part of this society.
Yep.
From tomorrow on, hydrate is 500.
No, perhaps 250, but it depends on how many subs we get.
If Jalapeons wins today, someone's getting rich.
True. True.
Viego looking for a trade on top here. Diana stop as well. Viego's E doesn't hit the wall. Diana ults and Viego ults out of the Diana ult, so he doesn't take the damage. Sejuani stuns the Diana, and Viego gets the reset, and this fight turns for the side of runtime. So again,
Oh my god.
nicely done from Sejuani, getting there in time and saving Viego. And I think Viego will be picking up this first tower on top as well. So this is looking worse and worse for the side of Jalapeons here.
Yeah, true, and runtime is in the lead of taking this game towards a 2-0 win.
Yeah, 5k gold lead, 5.5k actually at this point. Turret plating falls off, so Viego got that tower with the turret plating still on. Obviously, some of that gold was shared with the Herald, with Sejuani, but yeah, it's looking rough for Jalapeons here. Kaisa getting dive mid, Syndra hitting the ult, and yeah, just 3-man dive mid, and that lead from top is now just getting pushed all around the map, and it's going to be getting harder and harder for the side of Jalapeons to play. Diana just clearing her bot side, but the top side's gone. Her bot lane isn't winning, when they should have been the winning lane. So, where does this Diana play from? She's not on her mythic yet. While on the side of runtime, we already have a Sunder and Viego. He's building up to the Bork right now. We have the Sunfire on the Sejuani, Ludens on Syndra, Eclipse on Zion. Obviously, Brom's the only one without a mythic so far, but the side of runtime is really, really far ahead of Jalapeons.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, Dragon coming up 120. And the Jalapenos has been right on top of those dragons, but I expect there to be a slight change this time.
Oh,
Flash from
Viego flashing
though.
onto the Shen. Ults, and yeah, Shen just gets solo boloed, but meanwhile on the bot lane, Vion has to flash ult. Doesn't
Nice
use his
try.
heal, but Draven picks up the kill. So there's that compensation kill on the bot side. Nicely done from the side of Jalapeons to pick up that kill. But still, it's 1 minute till Dragon, so I don't think it will have a massive effect on the course of this Dragon fight, because I think runtime will be there as 5. Diana, though, looking for this potential fight on mid lane. I want to point out that Kai'Sa still has no evolve. The way Manamune works, I think you get the full evolve with no damage items around level 12 or 13, with a fully stacked Manamune, and you need 100
No.
AP. You get a
Oh, you mean Muramana?
Muramana,
It's just 360. You need
yeah.
360
But, I mean,
stacks.
I'm talking about her ability evolve.
Oh yeah,
You need 100 AD, and I think you get that around level 13 or 14 as we go into another pause.
Ooh,
Uh,
so Sejuani is looking to have some trouble with the internet.
Yeah, well, I mean, hopefully that's gonna be resolved. But yeah, I mean, look, we got time to look at the items now, right? And as I'm speaking on Kai'Sa, when you play Kai'Sa mid, you kind of play for the W, right? And when I say W, obviously for the win, but also for her W damage. As we go back into it. And you need 100 AP. The way you get 100 AP is you build Luden's Echo and you buy an Amplifying Tome. Because just the Ludens will not get you an Evolve because it's only 80 AP.
True.
So Kai'Sa is really far away from that W Evolve. And once you get that, that's when, you kind of start getting online. But you still need more AP items to do more damage afterwards. So Kai'Sa is really, really far behind right now in the game. And it's going to be hard for them to, come back into it. As we see Diana here.
Okay, Brady, this is a good one. Can someone tell Jalapeons that pausing doesn't give them time to get to late game? I mean, they want to get to the late game, but yeah, indeed. Pausing the game doesn't advance the game.
As Runtime decides to drop Herald mid here just to get the mid tower, because mid tower is low enough for the Herald to pick it up. So that's some extra gold in the pocket of Runtime, and they just get this dragon uncontested. So Jalapeons deciding, look, we can't really fight this. So let's just leave it and we scale.
Yep.
We scale, right?
But first, Mountain Drake took by
Let me give you
Runtime. I just keep forgetting the names all the time. Like, I'm not originally the caster. I'm just a head producer.
Look, I realized, yeah, it's easy to think about the names, especially when you watch and stream. But as I'm watching on your Discord, I only see the teams, so I kind of have to keep in mind all the time which side they're on.
Yeah. Yeah, same here.
Anyways, side of Runtime, we'll be pushing up that bot tier 1. Basically, all the tier 1s on the map are gone now for the side of Jalapeons. And a 6k gold lead on the side of Runtime. So again, Runtime's early game looking much better than their game 1, with a much bigger lead as well this time around. Because if a short throwback to just an hour ago at this point, Jalapeons were actually keeping those fights pretty close, like the fights went on for a solid 20-30 seconds before proper kills started coming on the board, a lot of sums being burned. But now the game's already looking really one-sided from the side of Runtime.
Yeah, look at the gold difference. Nearly 8. No, I'm saying that wrong.
It's
7.
6. It's 6. Nearly 7.
Nearly 7.
No, it's 6.
Wait, in the okay,
It's
yeah,
6.
I'm
It's
just
6.
I've been awake since 5 a.m. in the morning, so
Really? I've been awake since 5 p.m.
5 p.m. Jeez.
Yeah. Oh, Diana going in here, getting solo ult on Braum though, but she's really out of position right now. Draven free hitting on the side, Braum ulting as well, but Diana just died to Syndrome. Viego on the side with the flank. Viego could get a potential reset here. Amumu ults trying to save his team. Amumu flashes out, but Amumu's gonna die to the Viego. Viego gets a reset. He could look for a bandage that's under the tower, but that's not enough for the
Why
Viego.
are Jaguars frozen in time? Because they have pause.
Oh, but Shen getting knocked out. Okay, he doesn't. Oh, but the Braum flash into a stun, and Shen will die here. Viego's gonna pick a reset, and this will be Draven dying under his own tier 2 tower, and Runtime basically going 5-0 that fight. Or was it 4-0? Regardless, Runtime winning out that fight massively. Diana looking, but she has no ult this time around. She used it last fight onto the Braum. Solo target.
Yeah, exactly.
No, arguably, a lot of animals do have paws.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Also, Nidalee in beast form has paws. So why is
Yeah, but
Nidalee
that's
frozen in time?
Nidalee frozen in time in season 9.
Yep, because she has paws.
Yeah.
Oh, Amumu, I want to give you a hug. But I can't.
Talking about paws, I did a lot of research onto killer whales, also known as orcas, as we're going into this pause right now. Anyways, talking about orcas, as they are, mammals,
Mhm.
their fins, especially their like side fins on the like thing, they have bones that basically resemble what land mammals have as legs, that are basically paws. So they do have the bones that would resemble paw bones in their side fins. Basically, in theory, you kind of need to look into it and kind of envision it, but it's there if you think about it. So in theory, orcas have paws.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
what? Good job, Brady.
Look, I'm just saying, like I'm not a marine biologist or a biologist, but I've seen a YouTube video, so I know my stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And that is how you know how to freeze, how to play League. You watch you watch streams like Twitch, like here. This is where you learn all mechanics of League. Just watch
I
the
I
SLE.
I just noticed Runtime has a 9K gold lead at 20 minutes.
Ooh, but let's look at the goal difference between the laners, though. Oh my god! Look at that Viego.
Viego is really, really big. I think the Viego, going into draft, we were saying how Viego Sejuani is a really strong combo, and yeah, I mean, Runtime has been playing to the strengths this game, and it shows, the massive gold lead.
Yeah, but just
It's
look at the
looking,
difference between Zaya and Draven. It is not that much.
yeah, because again, I mean, bot lane wasn't really, you pick Zaya because it's a safe lane, you don't really interact much, you don't do much as we're going back into the game. And yeah, I mean, Runtime just getting those leads on top side, I mean, really nicely done from them. And
True.
it's looking grimmer and grimmer from the minute for the side of Jalapenos.
And a small freeze because, of course, we went into the third pause of the game. Luckily, it is maxed with a half an hour. So
Yeah,
yeah, but you can see the pause timer right there. 1 minute till second mountain dragon spawns. Oh, this is interesting. I did not expect this early Baron.
could I? Does Viego have his blade completed? I think he should have it. There's probably
Wait,
3 items
let me
almost.
check.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think he's building up into Death's Dance third item. Yeah, when Viego came out, I also started playing competitively back then. I had this cheese strat. Because back then with Viego, if you went Kraken Slayer into Blade of the Ruined King, you were actually able to solo Baron at 20 minutes.
Oh, that
If you
is
had both
so
those items.
disgusting.
So you could really cheese Baron at that point.
Freeze because Sergio has boss. Yeah, that's true. But look at where Viego is right now. Dragon spawning 25 seconds and Jalapeons is all the way at the top side of the map.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they can contest this in any way. I think the dragon's already gone. Jalapeons need to hope for a miracle. As here we see a death push being set up.
Oh, but
This
Jalapenos
spot all their members
avoid
going
it beautifully.
They're going to collapse onto the Viego. Viego Shroud is going to get him out. Diana going in. Viego flashes, nicely flashed from the Viego. But Sejuani misses the ult, but Diana's really out of position on the backside. Amumu was getting hit. Kaisa dying as well to the Viego. This is just a fight on 3 different forms. Viego's gonna get his resets off, going onto the Amumu, hits the Amumu. He will be able to banjo those onto the Shen. Man, this is hard to talk this fast. But getting those resets, triple careful.
Penta!
Triple
We want to see a
This is a
Penta!
Penta.
No!
Yeah, it is. It
No.
is. It is.
No, Shen took it!
Shen's the enemy team.
Oh wait, stop!
It's a mega reset. It's a
this
penta.
bullshit.
It's a penta.
It's a penta, the first penta we've ever seen on the SLE live. Let's go!
This season. This season.
Wait, I'm just instantly
This
going to put the replay on because yes, we want to see it again, don't we? Where is it? It's here. It's
Onto
here.
the Shen. Man, this is hard to talk
The
this
penta
fast.
secure.
But getting those resets, triple careful, triple
We want to
kill.
see a
This is a
penta.
penta.
We the Shen and No! won't
Yeah, it is. It is. It is.
securing
It is.
the penta kill. Beautiful play there.
I got scared that they're actually not gonna leave in the penta. You know, look, personally, I would just take it.
Yeah, I just got mind boggled by Shen taking the kill. And I didn't think Diego.
Oh, Sejuani looking for an ult engage here on the Diana, but I don't think they have enough follow-up as people have been resetting after the Baron. But yeah, 13k gold lead for the side of runtime, 20-3 in kills.
But hey, is this the first penta of all of SLE?
No, there's been a few before. I think one or two. I might be wrong, but I think it was in season 1 or even in play-ins there was a penta. I remember Syndra pentakill happened
nice.
a long time ago.
That's actually really nice. But if I am correct,
Brady got one last season as well. Yeah. Then it's been two. I mean, last season, you know, Redemption was I think one of the better teams. Oh, Diana getting caught out. Yeah, we almost had 3 pentacles. There was one really close pentacle. I think Brady even stole one. Brady stole one, got one, and got pented. So Brady, I think, was involved in all 3. I mean, all 2 previous pentacles and almost the 3rd one.
Sadly, on the website, it doesn't say how many pentas there were.
Oh, Amumu looking, Diana looking. That's a big ult from Diana. Amumu ult to you know, complemented, but inside of runtime is just too far ahead.
Ooh,
Kaisa ulting into the backline, picking up a kill, but yeah, I don't think it's enough. It's a 3 for 1 so far.
Hey, but look at the timer. It is under 25 minutes right now.
Yeah,
Can
they
end?
don't have a wave. Kaisa has to TP onto the lane, and she's just gonna die here once she TPs. Yeah, there she goes. Kaisa's gone. That's
She got absolutely demolished there. No
And,
chance.
is this gonna be the game? 25 minutes.
Game, set, match.
I think this is it. This is the game for runtime. And, you know, sadly, this is it for Jalapeons in the SLE this split. Getting knocked out of playoffs, you know. Nicely played from runtime, but also really nicely done from Jalapeons, you know, holding their own, especially
exactly.
in game 1. Especially in game 1, Jalapeons played really well going into the series as underdogs. Yeah. So again,
True,
congrats to runtime on progressing, and I think their next game will be the loser of
Yeah, I have it here open. So runtime goes to game number 8, and they will play against the loser in the match between Vitagen versus
winner of Evil Zero Gaming.
Yep. And
So,
Hydrate.
yeah, hydrate. Okay. But I need to open another one now to hydrate. Man.
But
Right now.
chat, we still have to do one more thing. We need to do the best of 3. No, the MVP.
MVP.
Who is MVP according to you?
According to me, look, I think the MVP. Last game, the first game, Cassidy played it real nice. This game, Syndra again played really good. I think Viego popped off in game 2, but the Volibear game 1 wasn't as a substantial factor. So I'd have to give it to either Aaron or Frey, and I'm more inclined to give it to Frey because I think the Cassidy and the Syndra this game played a really substantial part.
All right. Yeah. Meanwhile, the MVP vote is there, and we can do an interview. So the ones ready for the interview jump into the waiting room, and we have Vion already here. So welcome, Vion.
Yeah. Hello.
What a game!
Thanks, thanks.
Congratulations on winning the game, and yeah, how did it feel?
I mean, we wanted to come here and have some fun. I also picked Ash because they are like a spicy team. Like I wanted to go for some ice here. Like we needed something to cool them, and things worked really well.
By the way, I
So
need to interrupt you
game too.
quickly. Amaro, thanks for the subscription with Prime. Okay, back to the interview.
Yeah, they had to ban the Ash game too. Like, it was praising them.
True.
Yeah. And yeah, second game was like, yeah, let's have fun. Play Viego Sejuani.
Yeah, I
And
mean, sorry to interrupt, but we've seen your Ash build game one. It was pretty based, you know.
yeah,
You bought that mirror. You said it was for CD only.
yeah, that's CDNAP. It was good. It
I mean,
worked.
at that point, why not just sell Shield Boy and buy an Imperial Mandate, no?
That's too much. I need the shield last fight.
Yeah, true, true.
Yeah. Plus, our profit predicted 2-0, so like it was free game.
By the way,
No,
did you guys think of the white hair comp?
no, not really.
Because you all had white hair in the last game. It was perfect.
I didn't thought of that, but like coming into the game, like we're ready for some picks. Like we knew the Ivor mid or Pike mid was coming, and we had the answers to move.
Hmm.
And like the Kassadin, like it was pretty 1v9 at a certain point.
Yeah,
And I
true.
mean, you know, personally, when I play with people and I see someone on a quadra kill, I always want to take the penta. Were you guys leaving the penta, or were you, you
No,
know,
we decided to leave it. Like,
okay?
yeah, just take it. For
Yeah,
his ego, it's really good. I think.
But
because I mean, on stream here, Dread got a bit confused because obviously we saw
yeah,
Viego popping off, and then in the end, Shen got the penta. So he was like, "What? Shen took the penta?"
Yeah,
yeah, it just blows my mind. But next game, of course, you will be playing in game number 8, the against the loser of Vitagen versus or Evo Gaming or Zero Gaming. Who do you hope will be your opponent?
I mean, Vitozen are really strong and like they played really well their regular split, and I think they will win whoever they get. I don't know much about Zero Gaming and Evo, to be honest, but still, I think it's not gonna be an easy game with both, but probably I wanna play against Evo.
Ooh,
Okay.
yeah, sounds juicy.
Yeah,
I'm really
Yeah.
excited to find out who will be playing against you guys next round, though. But first, we still need to find a way to actually see the game Evo versus Zero, because if that game doesn't happen, we can't move on, and we want some good fights. And by the way, if some of you guys can't remember, in the grand finals, I will do a 1350 skin giveaway in the stream after the games. So make sure you watch at the grand finals. Fion, thanks for coming, and
thanks
we
guys.
have the MVP vote nearly finished. So yeah, let's just wait another minute.
Yep. Bye bye.
And
Yeah,
yeah, sorry, we missed the double hydrate, so we got
I didn't.
hydrates.
I was opening my thing. I don't have like an opener for a bottle, so I was like struggling with my keys. So during the whole interview, I was trying to open the bottle, but it just didn't go. But I got it open, so I'm
And
doing it now.
and Vion, you're here, so you gotta hydrate as well.
Yeah, I drink now.
Respect, man, respect. Well, anyways, it was a banger series.
Yeah,
Thanks.
definitely.
It was
Very good.
really fun to play as well.
And it
Yeah.
looks like Asteru will be the MVP. So
Yeah,
when you
deserved.
go to him, please tell it. He was
Yep.
the
Okay.
MVP of this best of 3. I hope to see you next time. And for the people in chat, thanks for watching. I've been Dread, and Senix was my co-caster. Senix, you have some words to end the stream with?
Um, Brady and Seiji, if I say what I want to say to you guys for all the hydration I had to do, I'd rather not. Because if I speak, I'm in big trouble. That's all I have to say. But anyways, thank you everyone for watching us. I hope you had as much
And
fun
another
watching.
hydrate.
Okay, whatever, man. Okay, man. Uh, uh, no, I don't have words to say. No, this is just too much, man.
Alright, everybody, thanks for watching, and make sure to keep eye on the notifications and announcements in the Discord so you will find out when we will be streaming again. For now, thanks for watching and catch you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye bye.